Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Deep Park Most Historic Cabaret. In the consideration of the performers and those around, we'll ask you to turn off all cell phones and electronic devices at this time. I'd also like to remind you that taking a flash photograph during the show is prohibited.
Hey, Lavinia, bring it on.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Ooh, tough crowd.
Yesterday, when I was young, the taste of life was sweet as rain upon my tongue. I teased at life as if it were a foolish game, the way the evening breeze may tease a candle flame. 1,000 dreams I dreamed, the splendid things I planned were always built to last on weak and shifting sand. I lived by night and shunned the naked light of day, and only now I see how the years ran away. Yesterday when I was young, so many drinking songs were waiting to be sung. So many wayward pleasures lay in store for me, and so much pain my dazzled eyes can barely see. I ran so fast that time the last ran out. I never stopped to think what life was all about, and every conversation I now recall concerned itself with me against the wall. Yesterday the moon was blue, and every crazy day brought something new to do. I teased at life as if it were a foolish game, the way the evening breeze may tease a candle flame. The love I played, and every flame I lit quickly died, and every friend I made seemed to go away, and I am left here to end the play. There are so many songs for me that won't be sung. You see the bitter taste of tears on my tongue. The time has come for me to pay for yesterday. When I was young,
Miss Draper.
What?
5 minutes
For what?
for your show.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, thank you, 5. Are you the stage
for a DJ tonight?
Oh, I always dreamed that I would do a show with a piano player in a big Broadway house. I've been playing the tracks lately. That damn tracks is so fucking long. At least when you're on Broadway, there's a conductor and a music arranger. Oh. What's your name?
I'm Richard.
Hello, Richard. Where are you from?
I'm from Virginia.
Ooh, that sounds horrible.
It's not that bad.
I really don't care. I'm from Palm Beach, Florida. My father was a big lawyer on the island. Oh, he was a tax lawyer. I love tax fraud. My mother was a Sicilian slave girl. They met at a 5-cent keg party in the Bronx in the summer of 1945, where my father's army buddies took him to. In Palm Beach, you could see my father's name across the building on Royal Poinciana Way. Draper, Draper, Draper Cook. My mother never worked a goddamn day in her life. She never cooked or cleaned. She was a socialite. She partied at Taboo, the Beach Club, the Colony Hotel. We were ethnic wasps. I lived in an abandoned street on Royal Poinciana Way, behind an institution that Dr. Spurdy had created. You know who Dr. Spurdy is, did you?
I don't think I do.
He created Preparation H for the hemorrhoid. And he had this big white house, and there was this stump of a beautiful palm tree that separated the big white house and the ocean. And as a child, I would dance on the stump and do my show. I would perform with an ocean of applause. By the time I was 8, I was famous. A lone star. That's why I'm in the position I am now today, Richard. Nothing's ever been easy for me, you know, Richard. I did everything on my own. I quit school. Didn't have a high school education. They let me go from the Palm Beach Ballet because I had ethnic hips. I hate ballet. I hate ballet. I tried to be anorexic. I tried all day today. Are you anorexic?
I don't think so.
I mean, I have to eat. I have to eat cheese. I love cheese. My cheese plate arrived.
It hasn't gotten here yet.
God damn it! Fucking cheese plate. They didn't give me a fucking cheese plate on Broadway either. They treated me like shit when I was on Broadway. Down there in the basement, goddamn, they had no idea how superb I was. I stole $500 from my father when I was 16. He had money stashed all over the place. I knew he wouldn't miss it or me. I told my mother, I said, Mommy, I'm going to join Circus. And she said, oh dear, that's wonderful. Be careful of the clowns. I was afraid of clowns as a child because some miserable bastard told me they were born that way. And I always wore wigs, Richard. As a child, I wore a wig. I had to be careful not to show anybody at gym class. Because everybody in Palm Beach was flat-assed and blonde with blue eyes. And then there was me, the Sicilian Jew. And my father was so afraid they were going to see my nappy hair and they'd throw us out of the beach club. It was not fashionable in the 50s and 60s to be Jewish or Italian. And I was both. I arrived in Vegas on a balmy summer night in 1972 in my tennis dress. There I was. Richard, I am a Sicilian Jew, a cashew. Are you happy?
I'm Methodist.
You're Methodist? You're a regular wasp. Oh, I tried to be a wasp my whole life. We are going to be a wonderful, wonderful team, Richard. Let's start by zipping me up. Thank you, Richard. Now, when I got to Circus, I was going to make it as a VIP dancing, singing girl. So I went right there, and there he was. A bold, fat, big-nosed, chubby man. He looked a lot like Buddy Hackett. I was very good friends with Buddy Hackett. Richard, he had the largest goddamn ball sack I'd ever seen. His balls went right to the middle of his spine. Do you think that would be painful?
I think it probably would.
Hello, I'm Lavinia Draper. I came here to audition for you for a VIP room. Yes, I'm from Palm Beach, that won't get you into his arms. So if you're looking to find a love, you can share. Yes, I flew in on my father's jet. Big lawyer in Palm Beach. Tell him that you care just for him. Do the things he'd like to do. Wear your hair just for him. Oh, now if I get the job here at Circus, I have nowhere to stay since I just arrived. And maybe I can stay with you. That would be nice. That won't get you into his arms. So if you're looking to find a love that you can share, go ahead and hold him and kiss him and squeeze him and love him. Just do it, and you will be his. Richard, he immediately fell in love with me. His name was Walter Greenfield. He was the manager of Circus, and he made me the headliner at the VIP bar. Oh, it was a wonderful time. He was a motherfucking slave driver. After my late night shift, he would send me over to the Riviera to gangbang with all his VIPs. Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Dean Martin, Buddy Hackett and his balls. George Hamilton, who I knew from Palm Beach. Oh, he's so gorgeous, the gay blade. I loved him. I didn't mind sucking him off, let me tell you. And then there was that one Jewish entertainer. Who the hell is he? He loves candy as a walleye. Who is that?
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes! The tap dancing black man. Oh, it was a wonderful time. It was a party, and then usually I would pass out, and then the Rat Pack would put like a 50 in my panties with a note. And Walter would be so mad at me because I wouldn't bring home the money. But I have to tell you, Richard, I loved the booze way more than the boys. But when I would go to the VIP bar and sing, the people would come in droves. I was a shitty prostitute, but I was an amazing showgirl. Could you hit that again, please? Yes. Dear, when you smile at me, I heard a melody. It haunted me from the start. Something inside of me started a symphonizing with the strings of my heart. Just like a breath of spring, I heard a robin be in perfect harmony. Sing when the strings of my heart rise enticingly again. Oh, what else could I do again but keep repeating through and through, my dear, that I love you, I love you. I still recall the thrill. Yes, dear, I always will. I hope 'twill never depart. With your lips next to mine, a rhapsody divine. Sing when the strings of my heart. Skies seem blue again. Oh, what else could I do again but keep repeating through and through, my dear, that I love you, I love you. I still recall the thrill. Yes, babe, I always will. We'll never depart. With your lips next to mine, a rhapsody divine. Sing when the strings of my heart. Sing when the strings of my heart. Sing when the strings of my Walter asked me to marry him. Oh, I was so happy. And we were going to have a contract together, a merger of the minds. I never read it. I mean, I just wanted to be taken care of. That's all I asked, Richard. And then, Richard, he sends me off to LA. And I did my first movie, Carrie. I wasn't the star of the movie, but I was the stand-in to the supporting actress, Betty Buckley. She played a gym teacher, and she was very, very strict. And she was very mad at Carrie because she was uncoordinated and not good at track and field. So there was this amazing scene outside of the girls' locker room where she was slapping that little small actress that was playing Carrie, this skinny, sissy spacer. And I had made great friends with the DP because I'd given a hand job while we smoked some pot. Pot, which is...
No, I don't.
Anyway, the DP had me smacking their other stand-in, smacking her and smacking her. It was great fun. And then Betty Buckley, she gets hired to be in a new TV show called 80s and Nothing. Now, Walter contractually had me be her stand-in for everything she was doing. So off I go to my big house with 8 bedrooms and 8 children. I had 5 girls, and I had a little boy and a middle-aged boy, like an adolescent, which I do like, I'm sure it's And then David. Do you remember David?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God, like a low-rent David Cassidy. He was so hot. Oh my God, my dream, a gay man's dream, everybody's dream. And we had this wonderful scene where he must have been sick. He was in his bed, I guess, before he went off to college. And he was in his bed with Betty Buckley, was talking to him, and I was under the sheets. He was such a great actor that he never broke character. I mean, it was such a wonderful time in my life to be a stepmother. I loved it. A stand-in stepmother. I never had children, Richard. And then Walter got me my own TV show, The Love Boat. I love sailing, Richard. It was so fun. I was a featured extra with Jack Cassidy. Jack Cassidy! Could you imagine if he's David Cassidy's father? He was Shirley Jones' husband. It's like royalty. And there I was having a martini. And there he he was having a martini, and he put his hand on my ass, and off we went fucking in a porthole. Oh, it was great fun, and we ended up all fucked up and wasted in some drained out pool, and there was throw up all over. Jack Cassidy cannot hold his liquor. It was like a bad day on Fire Island. And then I hear jumping jacks and somebody working out, and it was Julie, the cruise director. She was so high on cocaine that she was trying to work off her high. And I said, Julie, let's party. And she said, yes, get Jack's wallet and we'll go see my drug dealer. And I'm like, sure, who's that? She says, Gavin McLeod. More royalty, I mean, he's married Tyler Moore. Holy shit, I slept with a girl in summer theater camp that looked like Mary Tyler Moore. Oh my God. I loved that cruise. That was so much fun. And then Betty got a part in a movie with Robert Duvall, Tender Vittles.
Tender Mercies?
Yes! Tender Mercies! Imagine Robert Duvall. He was Marlon Brando's lawyer. And he was brothers with Al Pacino. Oh my God. And then I had no idea she could sing. I had no idea. And she was pretty damn good. So she got slated to be in an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical called Kitty.
That's Cats?
I know it. I know it's Cats. I'm in the goddamn fucking thing. No one ever fucking saw me because the bitch never gets sick. I'd be down there in the basement. Waiting, hoping, wishing. One day it'll all. She feels a little under the weather. She just shoots herself up with vitamin B. So boring. 3 years with that feline bitch. So I would just be down in my basement. We used to set traps for her, but she would just go on limping. Walter was so mad at me one day. He comes in, he's like, Lavinia, what are you doing? Can't be drinking, they're gonna smell it. I said, nobody cares about me, Walter. I'm down here, they don't even know I'm here. They don't care if I sign in. I'm a nothing, I'm a nobody. And he says, Lavinia, you're unmanageable. I can't manage you anymore. And I said, Walter, I have to drink. I'm an artist.
The sun comes out, I think about you. The coffee cup, I think about you. And do you know, it's like I'm losing my mind. Memory all alone in the moonlight. I must smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. I remember a time I knew what happiness was. Let the memory live again. Every street light seems to be a lipstick warning. Someone mutters, and a street lamp gutters, and soon it will be morning. The morning comes, I think about you. I talk to friends to think about them. And do they know
like I'm losing my mind. All afternoon doing every little chore. The thought of him stays bright. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left, not going right. The still cold smell of morning. A street lamp dies, another night is over, another day is dawning. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memories of my days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is. Look, a new day has begun. Richard, he was my lover, my pimp, my manager, my husband, my drug dealer, all rolled up into one. He was leaving me, Richard. I don't talk to my parents anymore. He divorced me, Richard. That bastard divorced me. Could you imagine? I said, go ahead, divorce me, Walter. You'll never have another meal ticket. And remember how I told you that there was a contract? But I was 17 when I signed that contract. And it was an 80-20 split. But the 80-20 was Walter's way. I was only making 20% of everything I had done for the last 6 years of our marriage. I had $2,014.42 at the end of our marriage. Nothing, zippo, zilch. I said, go ahead, divorce me, Walter. You'll never have another meal ticket. And he said to me, Lavinia, you're a calamity. And I said, I'm not a calamity, I'm a commodity. I know something about love. Gotta want that man. Got into your blood. Go out and get him if you want him to be the very fun of you. Makes you want to breathe. Here's the thing to do. Tell him that you're never gonna leave him. Tell him that you're always gonna love him. Tell him right now. I love you, Walter. I know something about love. You gotta show it and get him the moon up above. Reach out and grab it if you want him to. Be the very heart of you. Makes you want to breathe. Here's the thing to do. Tell him that you're never gonna leave him. Tell him that you're always gonna love him. Tell him right now. I love you. He divorced me. That was it. I was done. I had no husband. I had no Broadway show. Nothing. I was living on 11 and B. Not even A. 11 and B, closer to C, with the junkies and the people of Tent City. And then I get a goddamn earful that some really ugly actress is making it. Elaine Stritch. She's fucking ugly and she has a croaky voice. So everybody wants her. All we're talking about is Elaine Stritch. And she's doing books on tape. And I said, books on tape? Well, I could do that. I went to prep school. I went to King's Academy. I rode horses and boys. I rode them. pose as Walter's assistant and get myself a job doing cooks on tape. Well, I was quite clever, and it worked out because I got a job being I love that movie. Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte's the most fuckable man on earth. Imagine he was that brother show, Rich Man, Poor Man, and Barbara Streisand, royalty, and Gwyneth Paltrow's mother. But as I watch this film, I often think the boy did not know what he was really running towards. That it was not the end zone which awaited him. Somewhere in that 10-second dash, the running boy turned to metaphor. The older man could see it where the boy could not. He would be good at running. Always good at it. And he'd always run away from the things that hurt. From the people who loved him, empowered to save him. But where do we run when there are no crowds, no lights, no end zones? Where does a man run? The coach said, studying the film of himself as a boy. Where can a man run when he has lost the excuses of games? Where can a man run when he cannot hide? When he looks behind himself and sees that he's only pursued by himself? Jesus Christ, it's the longest goddamn novel. I was like, you know what? Fuck all this. I'm just gonna read the spiritual message that Pat Conway was trying to convey. Like this, did he? She was one of those Southerners who knew from an early age that the South could never be more for her than a fragmented prison, administered by the collective of loving but treacherous relatives. Look at my parents letting me grow up in Palm Beach, giving me everything. What were they thinking? What the hell were they doing? A family is one of nature's solubles. It dissolves in time like salt in rainwater. There is no such thing as too much beauty in a woman. Look at me, Richard. I'm 57. I'm amazing. There are no ideas in the South, just barbecue. I realized early that unless you are willing to kill the innocent, you can't win. When men talk about the agony of being men, they never quite get away from the recurrent theme of self-pity. And when women talk about being women, they never quite get away from the recurrent theme of blaming men. Yes! It's Walter's fault! Every woman I have ever met who walked through the world appraised and clarified by an extraordinary physicality has always received the keys to an unbearable solitude. It is the coefficient of their beauty, the price they had to pay. This is my truth. Man wonders, but God decides who will kill the Prince of Tides. And then Nick Nolte and Barbara Streisand fuck. And he gets into his sports car and he drives off and he says, I say these words as a prayer, a regret, as praise. I say Lowenstein, Lowenstein. Barbara Streisand, she must have a snapper pussy. I mean, she fucks everybody. Nick Nolte, Ryan O'Neal, James Caan, Chris Christopherson. Oh, Peter Fonda. And I'm thinking to myself, if Barbara Streisand could fuck the Prince of Tides, and she's a nice Jewish girl, I sure as hell could land a dude. I'm half Jewish. I think I have to go to England. I have to go to England and find a man I have something in common with, like drinking. So, as if God had heard me, Richard, Walter calls me and says that Betty Buckley is going to the West End to be Mildred Pierce in Sunset Boulevard.
Norma Desmond.
Of course I mean Norma Desmond. Of course, this is my story, Richard. I know who I play, Mildred Peters. Where's Norma? So I figure I'm on my way to find my royal lover. I mean, Kylie Cohen was fired because she looked too fat in a caftan. Me and Betty have amazing bodies. We're gonna be amazing. So I end up at the Prince Albert pub. Love me, love me, love me, love me. Say you do. I want to run away with you. For your love is like the wind, and wild is the wind. Wild is the wind. Give me more than one caress. Satisfy this hunger. Let the wind blow through your heart, and wild is the wind. Wild is the wind. You touch me. I hear the sound of violin. With your kiss, my life begins. Your springs me all things to Don't you know your life itself? Like a flames to the tree. Oh, my darling, cling to me. For we're like creatures of the wind, and wild is the wind. Wild is the wind. Hello, I'm Lavinia Draper. It's a pleasure to meet me, I'm sure. Your name is Nigel Rage? Nigel Rage? Well, you look like a cross between Iggy Pop and David Bowie. Oh, Richard, it was a whirlwind romance. We fell in love in 2 weeks and he moved into my flat. We were married. I took care of him. I paid for everything. I made him eggs in the morning. Could you imagine me with a spatula and butter? Oh, I was making chips and butter on toast. I was fat. We were drinking beer. Oh, and he thought I was this rich American because I was on the West End playing Mildred Peters.
Norma Desmond.
Yes, Norma Desmond, Richard, but that motherfucking 80-20 split. Like a leaf clings to the tree. Oh, my darling, cling to me. Oh, we're like creatures of the wind, and wild is the a doctor was a house in Nantucket and a hairy chest and a big cock. James Bottle. Oh, I suppose I compete with that. I who have nothing. I who have no one, adore you and want you so. I'm a no one with nothing to give but love. I love you. He buys you diamonds, bright, sparkling diamonds. Believe me when I tell you, dear, he can give you the world, but he'll never love you the way I love you. He can take you any place you want, fancy clubs and restaurants, and I can only watch you with my nose pressed up against the window pane. I don't understand it, my first gay husband. How the fuck did I not see that coming? Jesus Christ, Liza told me a million times as we sniffed cocaine at the Rawhide that gay men are always gonna love you, Lavinia. I thought you meant as fans. When you were here before. Look in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. And I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I don't want to lose control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. And I'm a widow. toilet paper. You know, we can get an annulment because we never did have sex. I mean, I should have known from that. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going back to the theater and I'm gonna suck off Max in the wings. And I Not Betty. Who is that? Who is that that's not Betty? I was standing. Why am I not singing? I know most of the words. I could do it. Is that Elaine Stritch?
Elaine Page.
Who the fuck is that? I know Elaine Page is standing. What? I can't believe it. My one chance to go on. Betty's been sick. I don't know how long she's been sick. I don't know how long this has been going on. I go in, I sign in, nobody gives a fuck, I'm there. I'm like a ghost in England. Nobody even knows me. I'm not getting paid. This is ridiculous. Fuck it. If I don't have a job, I'm going back to my country. I'm going to Miami. I said I'm gonna get a tan and hit the beach. Miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, I got some hair extensions. You sexy thing, sexy thing. What you think? Yeah. What you feel? Yeah. What you know? Yeah. To be real, it's time to be real. What you think? Yeah. I think I love you. What you feel? Yeah. I really love you. What you know? Yeah. Tell me what's real. To be real, it's time to be real. Ooh, bad girls. Talking about the sad girls. Bad girls. Talking about sad girls, yeah. See them out on the street at night, walking, picking up all kinds of strangers if the price is right. And you don't care, ooh, the price is right. Those fucking things never stay on those extensions. Look at Lindsay Lohan. Don't ask yourself who they are. Like everybody else, they come from near and far. I'm glad that you're home, and I really, really missed you. You see, I can tell by the look in your eyes. Sit down and relax while I put away the dishes. And you and me can rock a bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell, my bell. Ding-a, ding-a, ring my bell. Ring my bell. And there he was, Alexis Esquerdo. He was like a cross between Amanda Sante and Herbert Fonte and Andy Garcia. All rolled up into one. He was wearing white with a bandana. We went to the bathroom, we sniffed some coke. We came back, we were dancing with all the boys. I can't survive. I can't stay alive. This is where I belong. Dancing with sexy men. Fuck my career. Fuck it! surely miss your tender kiss. I'd only be this way. Ah, baby, my heart is full of love. Is that for you? So come on down and do what you got to do. So I wake up, and I was in a blackout, and now I am at Dade County Court office signing papers, and I'm getting married to the porter of the bar. I thought he was the owner of the bar. He didn't speak any English. Temperatures rising. According to all sources, the street's the place to go. So tonight for the first time, just about 10:30, tonight for the first time, it's gonna start raining men. It's raining men. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get myself absolutely soaking wet. It's raining men, hallelujah, it's raining men. Every specimen, tall, tan, dark and lean, rough and tough and strong and lean. God bless Mother Nature. She's a single woman too. So there I am. Now I'm a bigamist. What the hell? So we go back to his apartment and he's living with 17 of his relatives, all human refugees. And the poor boy needed a green card. What was I to do? I had to send an annulment to Nigel and I had to give this poor little immigrant a green card. I had to be of service. And as if God had heard me, I get a call from Walter. And he says that Betty Buckley is going back to the Great White Way to work as Mildred Pierce in Sunset Boulevard. Now, I guess she was taking over for Glenn Close. So I'm back on Broadway and I can pay for my double divorce, Richard. God is good. But then, Betty gets a job on a TV show, Oz! Oh my God, that was awesome. Right where I belong. In a jumpsuit in a jail cell with hot men. Oh my God, there were so many men. Carlos Leone, Laura Dez's father, Madonna's baby dad. Oh, Chris Leone from Law & Order. The stars, Patti LuPone, Beanie Wall, Rita Moreno. I stood in her. I stood in for her in a movie called Blue Moon. No one ever saw it. And then there was Betty Buckley and Ann Mirror, the two hags of the show. And one episode, they were having a fashion show. Oh, those hot men, they were having this wonderful fashion show with all the inmates in cell block H, the hot as hell. And then when it was over, they took all the instruments and they stabbed the photographers and they tried to break out. Oh, and I was fucking every inmate in the joint. But Betty got really mad when I fucked Carlos Leone. She was jealous. She would just wear some makeup, put on a better outfit.
I thought she was a lesbian.
She's not a lesbian, she's from Texas. They all think they're horse farmers over there. She was Miss Fort Worth in 1966, so she could be a looker if she tried. But she was so mad at me, Richard. She was so mad at me that she didn't want me anywhere near her. I was fired. It wasn't because the play ended or the movie was done or the TV show series was over. It was that she didn't want me near her. And I didn't understand because I had never even met her. I'd never even spoken to the woman. contract was over. So now, I was completely alone. I could see you slipping away from me. And you're so afraid that I'll plead with you to stay. But I'm gonna be strong. Let you go on your way. Love is gone. There's no sense in hanging on. And your pity now is more than I can bear. But I'm gonna be strong. Stand as tall as I can. I'm gonna be strong and stand as tall as I can. I'm gonna be strong and let you go along and take it like a man when you say it's the end. I'll hand you a line. I'll smile and say, don't you worry, it's mine. 'Cause you'll never know, darling, after you kiss me goodbye. I'm gonna break down and cry, 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 This is the longest goddamn 5 minutes of my life. Time yet, Richard?
Yes, it's time.
Oh, thank God. Richard, will you say something really nice about me, like that I'm an amazing person and generous?
My pleasure. I'd be glad to.
Will you tell them how interesting and talented, soulful I am?
Yes, of course I will.
You know, Richard, sometime when I have time or I'm in the mood, I'll listen to your life story. You know, I was thinking, Richard, I've been through a lot in my life. But you know what? It's really just about the moment. It's really just about right now. You and me. Something new. Something great. Something that we can give the fans, Richard. It's all about the fans. You want all my love and my devotion. You want my love and soul right on the line. You want me to tell you that I will love you forever. The only trouble is we really don't have the time. We've got one night only, one night only. It's all we have to spare. One night only, let's not pretend to care. One night only, one night only, come on, baby, come on. One night only, we only have till dawn. When the morning comes, I'll be gone. We'll have no chance to go on. Something so right has got no chance to live. So let's forget about chances. It's one night I will get.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Lavinia Draper.
You want me to tell you that I will love you forever. The only trouble is we really don't have the time. We've got one night only, one night only. Come on, baby, come on. One night only, we only have till dawn. One night only, one night only. Come on, you better come on. One night only, we only have till dawn. When the morning comes, I'll be gone. Don't have no chance to go on. Something's so right, I got no chance to live. What the fuck? So let's forget about chances. It's one night I will get. One night only. Come on, big baby, come on. One night only. We only have till dawn. We only have till dawn. We only have till dawn. Come on, big baby. One night only. We only have till dawn. We only have till dawn. I am Lavinia Draper. This is DJ RDK, and his fiance and my director Mark. The three of us wrote this together and created a piece together. I want to thank Thomas Connick for booking me, putting up with me, and all the things that I'm constantly asking him for. And his wonderful lights and sound, and the beautiful staff, my friends, my dear friends, tip them. I know most of you are gay, so you know what you're doing. Don't fuck it up. I really want to thank you for coming out to see me. I hope you enjoyed.
Lavinia Draper, everyone. Please.
Is Janine Molinari here? She's here. Sometime between 15 and 12 years ago, we put Lavinia Draper on stage here as 29-year-old woman, and now she's 57. And so I want to thank the community, the Duplex, and everyone who has ever encouraged and applauded and laughed and rejoiced in Lavinia Draper. Fan club of 5 people. So if you want to join the fan club, you can talk to James down. He's the member of all the participants. Thank you, I love you. Downstairs, we're going to be out about to sing and hang out with Maria Del Series. And Jerry's friend who helped create it. Richard Kennedy. He's a workhorse. Mark and Richard are the gifts of my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, we trust you enjoyed tonight's performance. We'd like to take this opportunity to let you know